Good stuff. We're chit-chatting away here. Welcome back to Bay Sunday, everybody. Our next guest is here to talk about a Native American organization. Its goal is pretty simple: to inspire Native Americans to lead healthy lives through nutrition, staying fit mentally and physically, and reinforcing their Native American heritage, to be proud of it. They have a big fundraiser coming up that involves a chilly swim in the Bay. And with more on Pathstar, here is its co-founder and South End Rowing Club representative, Mr. Fred Crisp. Fred, how are you?
I'm very good, Frank.
Good to have you with us. Well, before we talk about the swim, which, by the way, is from Alcatraz to San Francisco, talk about Pathstar. What is Pathstar all about?
Pathstar is a 501c3 not-for-profit. It was founded by Dr. Nancy Iverson. Nancy is a pediatrician. She's a native of South Dakota, and she's worked on the reservations in South Dakota, and so she knew the problems that were on the reservations. She wanted to do something to bring Native Americans to San Francisco, to show them a week of healthy lifestyle, food, Pilates, yoga. And she also thought, since she was a member of the South End Rowing Club, that, and there's a lot of open water swimming there, that maybe the participants could come and do a relay from Alcatraz back to the mainland. And the initial idea was for a relay. So the program was founded in 2001. The first participants were to come out on, I'm not sure what the date, well, it was September 11th, 2001, the attacks on the World Trade Center, so the planes did not fly. Due to some procedural problems, the first two participants then arrived in 2003. And that was Richard Ironcloud and Armando Blackbear. Richard was 47 years old, and Armando was 23. There's not a lot of open water swimming in South Dakota.
Guess not. Not a lot of water in South Dakota.
Certain times of the year there's cold water, but it's frozen. And so they came out. Nancy took them into her home at that time. That was they were home stays. And again, they had this week of healthy eating. There's no fried food. There's no soda. There's no sugar. Exercise, Pilates. And then at the South End Rowing Club, they began to go into the water every day. And throughout the period of a week, they go in for a total of 9 times. And it starts out to work them up to be acclimated for hopefully an hour, hour and 15 minutes, because after they've been here a week, they will go out to Alcatraz, jump in the water, and swim back. Now, it's 1.2 miles from Alcatraz back to the Aquatic Park Beach, but because of the currents, you have a little bit more distance added to it. And then to top that off,
it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah,
water
no doubt.
hopefully is in the 60s, at least 60. But the thing is the participants have no experience.
And I think we have some video of one of the events. I believe this is from Badlands to Alcatraz. And what this really is, it's a character building. Is it not? You bond with those that you're doing it with. And by sponsoring an event like this, you know, these people come here and just feel good about themselves.
Character building, I don't know if we do any building. They have a tremendous amount to be able to come here and do this. If anybody's ever been to a reservation and see what the circumstances are in a reservation, to make that leap, many times this is the first time anybody's been on an airplane.
Really?
Come to San Francisco for a week. Alcatraz has a very prominent history in Indian culture. The first takeover of Alcatraz was, I believe, 1962 or 1964 by Indians from Pine Ridge. So it's very prominent in their mind. And but the Alcatraz swim gets all the attention, as well it should, because of Alcatraz and the Bay, etc. The thing is the people for the participants to come out here and make that leap, to go someplace where they're not known, they don't know, experience this healthy eating. As one man said, he said it was harder to eat oatmeal every morning than it was to go in the Bay.
Wow.
So
lots of changes.
This year we're scheduled to have 11 people, and in the entire, so from 2003 till now, there's only been 2 participants that failed, excuse me, I shouldn't use that word, did not succeed in the swim.
How many people have taken part over the years?
I don't have that number. It's got to be
dozens,
oh,
hundreds?
30, 35 probably.
30, 35.
Yeah, there's been, now there's several generations.
And when they leave, are they just glowing after the week that they spend here?
If you see the movie, there's a young lady on there, her name is Lisa Waters, and she tells her story, and I've seen that movie 50 times, and I'm moved by her every time. They are given something, no, they attain something that nobody can ever take away. And I think that's just a very big thing in our lives. And again, it's to come from the circumstances that the participants come from to be truly valued. The South End Rowing Club is a tremendous part of this. Without the participation of the South End Rowing Club, the Pathstar program, and all the volunteers, it's essentially three components: South End Rowing Club, Pathstar, and then the participants.
Sure.
These all come together and make the program. But without the South End, it couldn't be done because obviously they sponsor.
Well, we're out of time, Fred, but we wish you well. I know it's coming up here in October. All the best with the next group that comes in, and all the best out there on the bay.
Thank you, Frank.
Okay.
It's nice to be here.
You can check out Pathstar Alcatraz to San Francisco swim between October the 9th through the 17th, and be sure to check it out. Events continue throughout the year as well. For more information on Pathstar or Fred Christ, you can visit pathstar.org. You can also find Pathstar on their Facebook page for any of their upcoming events. We'll be right back. Much more coming up right after the break. Stay with us.